everyone. Welcome, fam. Metaphysical Mama. How's everyone doing? It is presently Thursday. What do we have? Last night the moon looked so cool. It was a huge chunk, and then it got like this red cheetah color, or like Cheetos. It was like orange, glowing. I don't know if anybody else saw that. It was beautiful. And I believe Sun's in Leo was Moon in Libra last night. So is it in Scorp today? I keep getting some Scorpio downloads late last night and into today. So yeah, Scorpion King. So I'm just gonna pull a few cards. What's up, collective? Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd be so kind, and share as well if you think anyone would benefit, or you feel like you think of anybody while you're hearing this. Send it to them, because maybe they need to hear something. Ooh, what we got? Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. There's just 111. So a lot of that, right? A lot of that magic that's been being done. The breeze is blowing a little harder now. It's so hot out today. But a lot of that, you know, the death magic rituals and freaking sex magic rituals, and like, hey, whatever. Everybody got some magic in them, but when you take energy and use it to try to harm other people, balance spirituality and practicality. You know, again, like, they know who they are. That's cool. It's like, it's all good. It's like, just remember what you all, like, right, when you said you didn't give a F, you're going to do it anyway. 202. You don't care what the consequences are, right? And because it works, you're going to keep on doing it, right? That's like drugs work. Otherwise, people wouldn't do them to get high, right? I don't know about Big Pharma, but let me stop. 222. Yeah, no. Don't let pride get in your way. No way. Not today. So that's pretty cool. So we got balance, spirituality, and practicality. Meditate and contemplate. And do not let pride get in your way. Let's see if we can get them all to stand. Cool. And at the bottom of the deck, we have prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Whoa, whoa. That's what's up. And yeah, we're on our way. You know, again, it's like everybody, we've done, the collective, you've said 303. We've gone through so much and sacrificed so much. And when all these narcissists, you know, and do we have capability and narcissism in us too? Absolutely. You know, we all do. But there's a difference when people are using that energy. And most of the time when it's being used, it's just because, look, Lord of Abundance, woo woo, 3 of Cups. You know, it generally is because there's a lot of inner child wounding and harm. And that's the way that we protect ourselves when we're little and we don't know how to handle things, right? And then that stays with us. So that block, those walls, like Pink Floyd, another brick in the wall. The walls we build around us, or the alternate egos, right? The alternate personalities that are developed, also called the devil, in order to protect the inner child that feels scared and vulnerable and wounded. We got the Hierophant and Lord of Ruin in reverse. So beautiful. No, see, God, higher conscious, the higher ups, your guardian angels, etc. The Hierophant is watching everything that's been going on. So 10 of Swords in reverse. Ain't nothing else going to come out of any of that. Everything's coming down to the wire now. And as Gemini and the Sun peeking out in there. So right, it's like double the ego, again what we were just talking about, devil, ego, and like, right, the double-edged sword, right? Gemini can represent, like, right, double mind, or manipulation. But don't forget, all manipulation isn't bad. It's like I have to manipulate the cap of my water bottle to unscrew it off, right? That's manipulation too. Or turn a door handle in order to open the door. So, again, energy never lies. People do. It's when, you know, we're afraid, or when people are afraid. All right, how you doing? Fine. We got Princess of Pentacles, Princess of the Echoing Hills. And that's a lot too. That's pretty good at that. Keep blowing my cards. The echoes, right? The things that we're hearing in repeats, right? Repeat records in our minds, right? Beating a dead horse, right? There's a saying we say, put down the bat, right? We beat ourselves up the best, right? And you can't beat that with a bat. You can get with this. Ooh, I got a flipper. Ooh, look what flipped out. Diablo. So, and there's a lot of 606 scared energies right now. Lord of the Gates of Matter. And as you enter through the gates, it says upon the archway of the door, all ye that enter, abandon all hope. Most people think hope is like something that's positive, right? The word hope generally has a worry or a fear attached to it, or an expectation, a wish. So it's actually coming from the feeling of lack rather than prosperity, right? It's kind of a setup. So it's a tricky word. It doesn't mean, oh, hope is bad. However, we don't want to rely on hope, because hope can lead us in an alternate direction, right, of our divine journey. And we think we're on the right path. We think we're doing good, right? We feel like 707, we're going the right way, and it's all exciting. But look, Lord of Strife. That ain't the right way. Where do we go, George? That way, at the crossroads. Watch out for them guys. And again, it's like, if you ever watched A Never-Ending Story, it's like, you know, you have to be pure of heart and clear of mind, right? It doesn't mean you got to be perfect. It doesn't mean, you know, everybody has things going on and things underlying and skeletons in our closet. It just means we're being accountable and we're willing, right? And we don't have an ill intent. We're not trying to pull one over on anybody else or take from anybody else in order to get where we're going, right? We want ourselves and everyone to win and go through. You got to go through the negative and the positive. It's not like we can just be like, oh, everything's just going to be all great all the time. No, we have to be accepting of that things are going to suck a lot of the time. And how do we get through them? And we're not alone, right? We have this amazing soul family collective, and there's so many of us that are in this together, right? And this is a galactic ascension. So there's not one being, person, or thing that does not feel this or is not experiencing this on some level presently, right? Hence the C and the V words, right? So, you know, be patient with yourself. Be patient with those around you, whether you know them or not, or you love them or not, or what have you, because a lot of the time we're being tested, and a stranger may come up to you that is not what you expect, just to see how we react, right? Some angels are those said, right, when you think of a homeless individual, what does it mean to be homeless? That's a really good, like, what vision, what picture comes up in your mind? 9/11, as I said that. Six of Pentacles, Lord of Material Success. Because there's many that may not have a house to live in, and they may not have a lot of material things, right? Material success. However, are they happy? Sometimes we're a lot more happy when we have less. Then we have less stress, right? Because we have less that we have to maintain and keep up with in order to, right, keep up with the Joneses and, right, keep the machine running. Because we want to keep things running, but we don't want to fuck each other over And screw the, it's like, right, it's supposed to be about we the people. And you matter, collective, and we the people matter. Lord of the triumph of light, the chariot. Right? So good things coming in. Or the chariot also means a lot of like police activity. And a lot of, I'm aware, like, right, Fed, CIA, FBI, lots of the acronym names, they've all been watching. All of us, all of everybody that's involved in any of this, right, to see who's doing what. Don't forget, this is spiritual and psychological war. So it doesn't necessarily mean everybody running around with material, right, Lord of material success. And those that are, doesn't necessarily mean that they're, right, the best. So watch out for the perceptions, right? So again, the word homeless, right? If you don't know who you are, knowledge is power. We don't have to know everything, but just being on the journey and being willing to get to dig down deeper inside of ourselves, Queen of Cups, in order to see more of ourselves so that we do have more ability to have a balance from within. And that's how we gain control, so to speak. It's not about controlling others and controlling people, places, and things. It's about being a good handler of our own energies as they arise up and travel through us and come in through our mind and our bodies with feelings and thoughts, right? How do we deal with uncomfortable feelings and thoughts that come through on a regular basis? Reverse Lord of Valor, 7 of Wands. Right, so in order to, right, we want to have integrity and be authentic and just be willing. And if we're willing, right, acceptance and patience come along with it as we continue on this journey. Lord of waves and waters, because the waves and the waters can get quite wavy, right? And turbulent, right? They're currents. So the current currency is, right, hang on to your hats and just make it through the wavy waters. Lord of the root of the powers of water is underneath that. So everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. Lord of the wild and fertile land underneath that. So again, yeah, abundance is coming. You know, this is just a huge transition, and think of all the things that are in change right now. You know, so many things. So be patient with yourself. Remember to breathe. It really helps to breathe in through your nose and concentrate on your breath and take nice slow breaths in and out. Sometimes I have to hold my breath gently, not hold my breath like whoop. Not hold your breath. Breathe in and then gently, controlled breath. And when you blow out, after you stop, pause, and then blow out some more to get some of that junk that's in the gut out. Breathe it out. The gut and the brain are constantly talking. And if the gut is all filled up with junk food, and the mind and the brain are all filled up with repetitive, negative, junk food thoughts, right? Stinking thinking, then we're in dis-ease. So we have to work on clearing those things. And the best way to do that is using our breath, concentrated breath. Clear my mind, clear my gut with my breath, and let spirit and faith do the rest. And that's how we make room and allow time and space to do their thing. And then we have more capability of getting what we actually need to get done or be in our now, present moment, where again, we're much more productive rather than, oh, I have to do this and then I gotta go here and then I gotta do that. We waste a lot of time and energy. It's like, you know, leaving the car running, wasting gas. So we don't want to waste gas and keep passing gas and calling it money when it's just built on gas. Gas prices have gone up, right? So lots of inflation, lots of bullshit being blown up all over the place. Well, the cards just fell, and I think I shall depart as well, and we'll keep this short and sweet. But just keep swimming and remember to breathe. And I so appreciate you coming to hang out with me. And please like and subscribe. Hit the little thumbs up. And please share, because it really helps, and with the algorithms. I've been playing around with my page a little bit, so I know we usually say there's a lot of doppelgangers, there's a lot of copycats, there's a lot of others that have been taking our information for a long time. I've been saying that from the beginning, since I've started on here 5 years ago. I'm not so concerned that my numbers aren't up, because that's not what my goal was. If I reach the right person, just one, I did my job. So my concern isn't about how many likes I have, how many people, whatever, and I still have not asked for money yet or done anything in exchange for money in over 5 years. I've only been caring for an elderly gentleman, and in exchange, he was caring for me financially, right, paying for my room and board. So it was a mutual, even exchange. Right, and now that too, he's elderly, he's in a nursing home, he had a private unlawful eviction done to him. My room, the water main flooded, they put me in his old room, they put an eviction in my name, which I haven't, like I said, had anything in my name in over 5 years, and I've been displaced with my children for over 7 now. So when people are doing things in order to only benefit themselves, and they don't mind deleting somebody from an equation and putting something in someone else's name, which is completely illegal, and fraud and defamation of character and so many other things, and then changing things back and forth, like numbers on doors, and just taking things and making like, oh, that's just what it is. Well, okay. Just know that there's a bunch of post-it notes hanging like dirty laundry, right? So that's what happens when people continuously keep doing things and thinking they're going to get away with it in order to benefit themselves and take from others. God's going to take care of that shit, because Holy Spirit and Mother Nature ain't messing around. And those people and beings that want to be and act like that, that's cool. That there's just going to be like an ice wall in between them and us, right? That's called prison. It's a different kind of jail. So, and don't worry, they already made their free will decisions to do whatever it is that they were doing and did and continue to do. So, anyhow, right? Yo, that's it. That's all, folks. So, and it's not like, oh, you gonna get what you did. Yo, it's just like, no. That's why we all have free will. So, and it's not about anybody being better or worse than anybody else. It's just we're all at different parts of the journey. And sometimes we need to pause in order to learn a lesson, so that we stop harming ourselves and others, right? It's called like rehabilitation time, right? It's called getting clean. So however that is, some people, right, and it has to do really truly with like codependency, right? Addictions, again, which just comes from the inability, because we weren't really properly taught how to handle our emotions and our feelings, and what to do with the thoughts and the feelings that get all mixed up and come up together, right? It's like we were just told to be strong, keep going. We're supposed to be a certain way, and that's how it's supposed to be, and that's who you're supposed to be, and that's what it is, and right. So there's a lot of fabricated stuff that we, the people, just box ourselves in, instead of, right, remembering to breathe. 1919, to clear some of that energy, so that you have ability to find yourself, who's always been in there the whole time. They're just covered up and buried, right? It's like a dirty room. You got to get rid of all that dirty laundry that's piled up, and then you find your little baby, which is you, that's been there all along, right? And we connect and we care for our inner child just as we do anyone else we care about or care for, or an animal, right? Or, if sometimes we need to learn by other people and things how to care for ourselves, right? I'm on that journey too. So we're all learning to give ourselves a little bit more grace, right? And allow ourselves to be in our present now moments, right? And yeah, just keep clearing the energy. Free will, free energy. If we keep running around accepting other people's thoughts and feelings and narratives and he said, she said, gossip, naysay, media, fear porn that's being poured out, right? It's like being stuck in the mud. Or again, if you watch Neverending Story with the swamp of sadness, and Atreyu's horse drowns in the swamp of sadness, and he's like, move, you stupid horse. But if we get scared, we freeze and we get stuck, right? So if we relax and remember to breathe when we feel fear, which is false evidence appearing real, don't get carried away in your fear. Remember to breathe and remain present best you can, right? Peace, be still. And on that note, I love y'all so much, and thank you so much for coming to hang out with me when you could be anywhere else. And please come visit the platform again, and please visit the website, metaphysicalmamma.com, and we will be doing more. I'm looking forward to having a food truck and starting to travel around some and do good eats, good music, and good peeps. And just starting to get a gathering going in the physical as well. So things will be picking up. Sometimes we got to do things and then we got to lay low and just stay in our present now. And it's like sometimes it's like being stuck in traffic. So look at life like that. Sometimes we want to do something and it's like, all right, we're in the middle of change right now. So even though that's what I used to do and that's what I'm used to doing, sometimes that's just anxiety creeping up. So I feel like I'm supposed to or have to do something, but maybe I just need to breathe and allow that energy to dissipate a little bit. And then I can refocus and go from there. All right, y'all. Love you so much. See you next time. One love. Take care.